Colin Rugg on X knew the man who shot up the ABC affiliate in Sacramento following the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel has been identified as Anibal Hernandez-Santana. An X account that appears to belong to Hernandez-Santana is full of, I know you're all going to be shocked here, anti-Trump posts, as reported by Variety. The man, 64 years old, previously worked as a legislative director for the California Federation of Teachers, the outlet reported. Oh my God. These people, the NPC meme is too on the nose. The authoritarian oligarchy is now complete. CBS Plus caving, big law firms in DC, the subservience FBI and AG, university presidents stepping down, fanboy SCOTUS, public radio, ICE goons. We are going to have to fight like hell. The account that appears to belong to him posted in July. Psycho. Hernandez-Santana was arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon, negligent discharge of a firearm, and shooting into an occupied building. Insane. So here's the original story. We do have an update to this, and the update is even crazier than this story itself. Believe that. But first, let's hear what Erin Heft has to say. She's kind of cute, by the way. Shout out to Erin.
A 64-year-old man named Hernandez-Santana has been arrested as the suspect in the shooting that led to an investigation here at ABC 10 in Sacramento along Broadway. And as the sun has risen this morning, you can see for yourself plywood over one of the windows in the lobby.
Imagine if he hit somebody. Fucking psycho. Shooting a gun through a window into a building? That's insane. What if it was a kid? What if a dad brought his little daughter to work with him or something? Like, holy shit. Talk about unhinged.
There. Now, earlier in the day on Friday, police were called here in response to shots fired from outside the ABC 10's building. No one was.
Look at 3 bullet holes through the glass. Oh my God. And you know what the saddest part about this story is? It's going to be forgotten because no one died. But if someone died, this would be like big news. It's like, this is insane. It should be no matter what. Even if someone didn't die, it should be equally as serious of news. This is insane.
Injured despite the building being occupied at the time.
Oh, yeah. And a hardcore lefty, by the way. So I know you're all shocked.
3 bullet holes were seen in the window on the building's lobby. And that's when the investigation...
You're absolutely right, Skeg. The world is results-oriented, unfortunately. Get used to it. No, you're absolutely right. And good point, Cozy. He shot mostly peaceful bullets. I need to remember. Yeah, you're right.
Began. Later the same day, KCRA3 saw police in the River Park neighborhood, including SWAT teams. A witness at the scene reported seeing a man tackled and then taken into custody. Sacramento police thanked the FBI for providing resources in its investigation and have asked anyone with further information to contact their department.
I mean, further information, you don't need people to contact your department. The man is insane. Holy shit. Make mental institutes great again. Jay Viper, legend. Radical left violence might be the biggest problem. Might be. Might is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. But I agree. Philip Chin, where was Jussie Smollett that day? If you just let us win, we won't have to kill you. Oh, God. So let me get this straight. A 64-year-old ex-union guy full of anti-Trump rants online literally shoots up ABC's office after Kimmel's suspension. But the media keeps lecturing us that, quote-unquote, right-wing extremism is the real threat. It's not just the media. I'm currently being sued by someone who is constantly pushing the rhetoric of me being a right-wing extremist by looking at situations and saying, yeah, people on the left are pretty fucking crazy. Apparently that makes me a right-wing extremist. And then we have a follow-up to the story. And this is insane. I thought it was crazy before. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's from Nick Sorter, who says, breaking. The leftist who shot up a local ABC station over their suspension of Jimmy Kimmel has just been released on bail. What? I have no words. How can you fucking release someone? He shot up a building and he had money to get out of jail. Like, what? What the fuck? Why are we allowing literal leftist terrorists back onto America? What if, and there's probably a high likelihood of this, by the way, what if this guy kills someone right now? What if he does? I think I say, oh man, yeah, we really need to reform gun laws because gun laws are the problem. We need to reform the gun laws, guys. It's not his fault. It's the guns. He should be taken into federal custody. This is insane. I've covered a lot of stories in my day. After everything that's happened, after the Charlie Kirk stuff, how could you let this guy out on bail? A 30-second snippet here. Let's see what they say. I'm so fucking over this shit. The people in charge, holy shit. Can an adult please come into the room?
Police say ABC 10's building was targeted in a drive-by shooting yesterday afternoon. 3 bullet holes were seen in the window of the building's lobby.
That ain't a drive-by, bro. That's someone stopping and shooting. Drive-bys, you're driving through and just shooting randomly. This guy aimed through a window.
No one was hurt, but people were inside of that building. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Cecil Hannibal. We know that Sacramento police arrested the suspect this morning. KCRA3's Denzel.
Sacramento police. California. Governor Newsom, how do you feel about California letting this suspect go on bail? How do you feel about that?
Cortez is live in the newsroom tonight. Denzel, what have you learned?
Yeah, Cecil, Sacramento police arresting 64-year-old Aníbal Hernandez-Santana, who was...
Don't even use his name properly. He doesn't even deserve it to be enunciated like that.
Released on a $200,000 bail earlier today, and authorities finding that...
Police say...
I wish they didn't cut the feed. I'd love to hear him continue explaining that. Holy. Toxin says, it's California. Garo says, imagine being more upset about a canceled TV show than a political assassination and still thinking you're a decent human being. Gunther says, there's no reason he should be out on bond. Gun crime should be remand. Tina says, this is a great one. The fastest things on earth. Cheetah, airplane, the speed of light. Criminals being released from prison. And here we go. Charlie Kirk assassinated for speaking the truth. Yeah, I don't need that. Revolt for Kimmel getting fired over poor ratings. Yeah, bro. Let's fucking go. I have no words for this. And this is what Jay Viper shared with me. Eyewitness News. Man accused of firing gunshots at ABC station in Sacramento. Released from jail. Police say. Here's this a full story on it here. Let's hear what they have to say.
Drive-by shooting at the ABC affiliate in Sacramento. Police have made an arrest.
Yesterday's shooting left 3 bullet holes in the news station's lobby. ABC's Alex Stone joins us live in studio with the new overnight developments. Alex?
Tony and Irene, I just got off the phone with Sacramento police. They say there is no threat to the community any longer. They are sure that they have got their suspect in this. That arrest made just this morning. Bullets ripping through the lobby glass at ABC 10 in Sacramento. Luckily, nobody inside was hit, and police are looking for answers.
Breaking overnight, a suspect taken into custody. Officials saying they arrested 64-year-old Annabelle Hernandez-Santana at his home in Sacramento for allegedly shooting multiple bullets into KXTV's lobby. Now police are trying to understand why the shots were fired.
An armed vehicle fired 3 times into a building at Broadway and 5th Street.
It was around 1:30 in the afternoon on Friday when the chaos erupted. Shots fired into the ABC affiliate's building along a busy street just outside of downtown Sacramento.
I don't know motive, right? I don't know if this was targeted or if this was a random act.
You can see the bullet holes in these images, piercing through the front glass. Authorities say the alleged suspect was in a vehicle, seen firing and then speeding off before police arrived.
It's a white 2020s Nissan Kicks, tinted rear window, 5-spoke silver rims, unknown plate. Armed subject is male, white or Hispanic adult, heavy build, blue t-shirt, last seen northbound I-5.
Tegna, the station's owner, saying in a statement they are, quote, fully cooperating with law enforcement and have taken additional measures to ensure the continued safety of our employees. This morning, police...
Hey, ensuring the continued safety of our employees. We let him out on bond. He hopefully doesn't return. Like, imagine, by the way, imagine working at this building, knowing that this guy is out on bond right now. Would you be like, yeah, I'm going to be calling in sick to work tomorrow. I don't want to even have the off chance of anything ever happening. That's insane.
Have a message for the shooter.
This is unacceptable behavior.
Great message. Great. Yeah, it's unacceptable. Please don't shoot buildings. Dynamite dropping. How about put him in prison and find a mental institute for him? What the fuck are we doing?
And we just learned this morning he's being held on assault with a deadly weapon, shooting at an occupied building, and discharge of a weapon. Police tell us, guys, they don't know a motive for the shooting yet, but they are looking at mental health. The mental health may come into play here.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
shocking.
interesting.
A lunatic lefty in mental health? You don't say. They didn't even mention Jimmy Kimmel there. They're just like, yeah, police have no idea about a motive. Wild stuff. Who knows? Could be anything. And shout out to Jay Viper for sharing this. Tom Bevan says the guy who shot up the ABC affiliate in Sacramento worked for the California Teachers Union. This is how he reacted to Charlie Kirk's assassination. I think the word empathy that made up New Age term did a lot of damage to Charlie Kirk's carotid artery. That is insane. That is insane. Holy shit. What are we doing? Ashley Zavala says, just in, authorities confirm the suspect accused of shooting into the lobby of the ABC affiliate in Sacramento has been released from jail after posting bond. Law enforcement officials are not releasing his mugshot. Why? This man is a clear and present danger to society. What are we doing here? This is insane. This is him. So the law enforcement won't release his picture, but his public on X. His bail was set at $200,000 that jail records showed. So he posted bond, paid $200,000 to get out. That's insane. How does he even have a bond posted? Why would the judge allow a bond to be posted? Oh, that's right. It's California. Oh my God. I can't with this stuff. This is insane. This is so scary. And here's the thing. The world really isn't this dangerous. We make it this way by doing shit like this. There are such easier paths to a safer world. And instead they're like, oh no, if they say part of the reason for the shooting was mental illness, why the fuck would you let this guy out of jail on bail? This is insane. Good point, Jay Viper. Unless an activist group bailed him out. Yeah. Which Soros is all about that shit. So I know. I mean, this is the only outcome that makes sense. It's done on purpose. Commie destabilization 101. It's insane. I can't with this shit. This is crazy. And I live in California. I'd be even more nuts if I wasn't here. But I'm here right now, and I'm just like, fucking state, something else. I'll tell you. Holy shit. Oh, man. Fuck. I know Thomas, right? Real life Night City. Mercenary for 2 says, Gavin Newsom will force Trump to martial law us. Sure sounds like it, doesn't it? Can you blame him? I fear someone like Hernandez at a Kirk funeral. You're right. The temperature in the room is extremely high right now. And ironically, it's all the violent leftists. People on the right are just like, bro, let's have our vigils and try to like just make sense of this. Meanwhile, the lefties are still shooting places up and being released on bail. Please make it make sense. Nobody's into 200K bail. Who paid it? I would imagine Soros. Mercenary for the 5. The school, both public and private, prior to 1960s, used to have gun clubs, and kids were mandatory required to join. Bring them back. We need sanity. I don't think gun clubs will ever make a comeback, at least not in California, definitely not. But I could see them maybe like in the Midwest and stuff like that. I could see them being a thing. I don't know what the hell happened to the world. My goodness. I think the internet just rotted people. And inbreeding. I think there's a lot. And honestly, I know it sounds like a get out of jail free card. But I feel like there's a massive, massive increase in people heavily on the spectrum with autism. And a lot, not all of it, obviously, but a lot of it can be traced back to the 60s and 70s and even early 80s when people were fucking smoking while pregnant, getting wrecked, doing drugs while pregnant, drinking, getting drunk all the time while pregnant, and then being like, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't do that. And now we're seeing the repercussions of it. Fast forward 30 years, 40 years later. And there's a lot of medical drugs as well. Mercenary for the 2. This guy's bail stinks of deep state. Mark my words. Oh, bro, I'm with you. I'm right with you. Baked Buddhist for the 2. This is exactly why LM said to hit up a legal mindset, said to hit up OSHA. I did hear from the grapevine, I have not confirmed it myself, but that OSHA was sending responses to people to, if you feel that you're in, if your life is being threatened, to contact the police. That OSHA isn't doing shit about it because they might be being inundated with people contacting them right now. And they're probably like, look, bro, we're the safety division. We can't handle this shit. Talk to the police if you feel like your life's in danger. I do wonder, though. Mercenary for the 2. Getting any vaccine while pregnant or vaccine kids. True. That's a whole nother thing. There's so many side effects from all this shit. And we're starting to see it now. Like people are trying to make sense of, oh my God, this just, by the way, people have always been crazy. I don't want to make it sound like there's just more crazy people now. There used to be mental asylums everywhere for these people. And then the government was like, you know what? It's not worth the money. Let them out. Maybe they'll find a job somewhere and we'll make tax money off of them.